What's going on, everybody? Chris, aka Beardedfilmguy, is back. I'm back with another video. I got a huge haul to go over, and this is containing stuff that Erica and I found this weekend, rounding off with a Diabolic DVD haul. It's just a lot of stuff to show off, but before I dive into that, first of all, I want to say, excuse my voice. I'm actually battling some sinuses right now. It's kind of crazy outside, and I feel like I'm dying inside. So, but also I am posting this on Memorial Day, so I do want to say thank you to anybody watching who has or is currently serving, or if you have family who has or is currently serving. I just want to give a big thank you to all of you before we kick this off. So, yeah, let's dive into this. Alright, so like I said, I have a huge stack of things here to go over, and I kind of have them broken into categories. So I have books, comic books, there's even a vinyl as well, and then into movies and stuff, ending with a Diabolic haul, which I'm really excited to show you. So I'm actually going to kick this off with a couple books. So this past Saturday, just a couple days ago, we were in Collingswood. We went to the Mayfair. There's a really cool store in there. I think it's called Time Lapse, I don't know. I'm going to look it up, and I'm going to put them right up here, a link. But it's this just really cool retro store, and we were kind of digging around in there and found a couple of books. Actually, Erica found these that were really interesting. So check this out. The first one is this book called Alfred Hitchcock's News Report. Check that out. And the thing I haven't really taken a dive into what these are, but it seems like just a collection of short stories, probably picked out by Hitchcock in some way. But we did find that was super cool. But then we also found Alfred Hitchcock Presents Stories to Stay Awake By. Check out that cover there with Hitchcock there seemingly sleeping in the corner. And this one here was let me see if I can find First Dell Printing, 1971. This one is from. And again, it's just a collection of short stories, seemingly, I don't know, a couple pages long. This one seems a little longer in the stories than the other one, but that one's cool. And then we actually found another one, and it's this one here. I love this cover, by the way. Alfred Hitchcock Presents Scream Along With Me. Check out that cover there with him down there. It looks like we got a couple ghost ladies and a goat. But same idea, and this is cool. This actually has like greenish, I don't know if I get it to pop up, greenish tinted pages, but again, just short stories, it looks like. And I don't know, the troll, I don't know how these are picked. I don't know if Alfred Hitchcock was maybe just used as, licensed, like, hey, here's a couple of spooky stories with him on the cover. I don't know. We really need to dive into these, but these are really cool. This one here, first of all, when this came out, it was $1.25, and this is easily $12 now, probably, your local bookstore, if you even have a local bookstore, because I don't. This is, let's see, and it looks like stories, this one's 77. It looks like the stories are from 1961, 1965, 1957. There's just a big range of when these stories were written, so really cool there. And then I haven't opened this one yet, so I'm showing in the wrapping. But found this cool little set here, and it's actually the novelizations for Back to the Future Part 2. If I can get it to focus, maybe not. And then Back to the Future Part 3 as well. We got this for $14 for the pair of these, and I was like, oh, we'll just buy the first one off eBay, not knowing that it was actually worth some pretty good money. But we'll get our hands on that eventually. So these are really cool. I don't think these have ever been read. There is zero spine bend or anything on them, so these are super cool. That's a really cool store. If anybody lives in kind of the Collingswood area, like I said, I'll link them up here just so you can check them out. And then for all of my comic book fans, we actually spent today, which is the Sunday before this video goes up, at the Berlin Farmers Market, and Erica found a stack of comic books that are awesome. Ready? Check these out. So this one here, mind you, I'm not a huge comic person. I don't know a lot of history of comics. I don't, it's not really my foray, whatever that word is, into things. But these are still super cool. So check this one out. This is what year is this? 1977 Avengers with Guardians of the Galaxy. Check that out right there. Awesome cover. I love these old covers. The art, the colors, they're just super cool. These were really cool. She found these at another stand. And these are 3. Check these out. So we have Walt Disney's Uncle Scrooge, The Great Wig Mystery. Check that out. There's super cool colors on that one. We also have Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. Donald Duck on the front there. That's super cool. These are in minty condition as well. And then we also have Walt Disney Super Goof. Sleepers, Creepers. I love me some Goofy. So check that thing out. Super cool. I absolutely love that artwork. And then we also have here Marvel Comics Vision and the Scarlet Witch. I love that art on there. Just unlike, there'll never be a time period where comic book art is this cool ever again. This stuff is just caught in this period, and it's incredible to look at. Especially this one here. This is a Howard the Duck comic, but it looks like it's a bit of a Star Wars spoof from 1978. So check this out there. Man, that artwork is killer, right? Awesome. That one is super cool. And then we have Web of Spider-Man with Vulture on the front. Really cool one there. This one is sweet. I'm a huge fan of Swamp Thing, so I've never read a Swamp Thing comic before in my life. We have the Saga of Swamp Thing on there. Super excited that we're getting Wes Craven's Swamp Thing in 4K. That's super cool. I can't wait for that to come out. We have Spider-Man and the Sandman. That's awesome. Sandman is one of the best characters in Spider-Man lore. Absolutely love that one. 2 more here. We have, this is cool, Batman and Ragman. I've actually never heard of Ragman, but check that out there. Really cool art on there. And then last but not least, this one is awesome. This is actually a Marvel double feature with Captain America and Iron Man. There's also Power Man, the Swordsman, and a madly menacing mystery villain in this one. So really cool. This is the Marvel double feature. Check that out. So these are really, really, really cool. She got these at great prices. They're in awesome condition. So super cool. I don't know. I didn't really grow up with comic books. I always appreciate them and I bought them. I didn't read a ton of them as a kid, but it's something that I'm actually more interested in now the older I get. Funny enough. But next up we have, this one was a dream of mine, and Erica actually found that this was put back in stock. Like, I remember when this record was announced and then it came out, it flew like super quick. It was gone. I didn't get a chance to even, put this thing into a cart. But this was super cool. Mondo had it back on their website, and this is the original motion picture score by Graham Revell of Freddy vs. Jason. Check that out. I love the verses there. That's super cool. And then here's the back. Really, really, really cool. This is an awesome record that as soon as she texted me and she was like, yo, this is back in stock, I didn't even take a second. I kind of had like PTSD from the previous time that this was available and I didn't jump on it. I guess you could say it was pretty much FOMO. But yeah, I'm super happy to have this. And I'm sure most people, if you're not a big fan of scores, just completely oblivious to the fact that Freddy vs. Jason has a fantastic score behind it. The music, the actual soundtrack is great as well, especially if you're a metal fan like me. But yeah, this score is incredible. It looks like we have 20 tracks on here, so I am super, super, super excited about this one here. I need to be super careful with handling this one here, but when we actually got into the Berlin Farmers Mart, we went to this little, I think it was called like Just Thrifty, if I remember correctly. It's a little store in there, and we looked around. They had super cool stuff in there. I mean, I almost dropped $300 on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre toy from NECA. But anyway, I digress. As we were leaving, Erica found this, and super cool. Check this out. So this is produced by Schmid, and it looks like this is part of the Golden Anniversary commemorative line, and it is a Snow White and the Seven Dwarves plate. This is the box, which shocked this thing even came with the box, but check this out. I'm actually going to put this over here while I open this up. So we have the top there. Put that over there. And let me pop this price thing off. When she actually paid for this, it actually came up for half off, which the price they were asking for was already fantastic. So let me take that off, throw that over there. And there is in here, before I continue, there is, if I can get this off, a certificate of authenticity for Walt Disney Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Golden Anniversary. And this is number 3040 of a strictly limited edition of 5,000. So check that out if my camera will focus. Check this thing out. I need to find a way to hold this. This is going to have crazy reflections, but check out this plate. Look at that. Those colors and stuff. I mean, this plate has never seen food or anything at all. This thing is pristine. None of the colors are faded. There's no chipping, no cracking. Even the gold along the brim is untouched. And on the back here, we actually have a hand written number on there. Number 3040 to match the certificate of authenticity on there. And she actually was telling me about how one of her friends, growing up, her friend's mom had these kind of hanging around the house. And I know in all the stores that we go to, all of the places that we go to shop and hunt and stuff, I have never, ever seen one of these. I mean, I've never seen one in my life, but this is something that I would have brought to her attention and been like, you might want to check this out. So for her to find this, I mean, for under $10 too, she ended up paying. This was super cool, and I'm very afraid of handling this thing because I feel like it'll be my luck to drop it and shatter it. But one more time, check this thing out. It's just nothing like this old Disney stuff. But this is incredible, and I'm going to put this away before I break it, okay? All right, so finally into the mixed bag here of movies. So we have here something from Walmart, a bunch of stuff that we got today at the farmer's market for stupid prices. We got a bunch of stuff that Erica picked up from Amazon, and that's all leading into the Diabolic DVD haul. So first from Walmart, I saw a couple of people on here post this. I think it was actually Tony from Basement Blues posted this. I think a couple others as well. But I swung by Walmart and I picked up this really cool exclusive slipcover for the Hateful Eight. Check that out. This was the only Tarantino film that I was actually missing from my collection. And I saw somebody post this, and the first thing I thought was, there is no way my Walmart is going to have this in stock. Like, my Walmart never has anything. Can't even get new releases at my Walmart, basically. But we stopped by a different Walmart, and they had this. Was only $10, so this was super cool. Finally filling the hole, and this is a nice slipcover too. It's like a nice, thick cover. It's really cool. There's some money in here. I love the style of like the Wanted poster as well. So I love that there. The next, I think 5 or 6, or 7 actually, come from the farmer's market. I got these all for about $1 a piece. It came out to be, and I got them from 2 different vendors, but yeah, I think it was like $1 a piece. So I did end up picking up. It's really cool. I've actually never seen this slip before. It looks like it was a Best Buy exclusive. But I picked up Gangster Squad. Check out that slip there. This was really cool. I don't remember how much I like this movie, but I've been obsessed with noir cinema. I don't know why. Probably in the last couple of years, and I kind of forgot that this one existed. And I kept saying, man, if I could find this for under $5, I'll pick it up. So I finally made the move and picked it up. It was only $1, and I've never seen this slip before. So I picked up Gangster Squad. Another one for only $1. I've never found this movie just out and about. I actually can't remember the last time I even saw this movie listed anywhere. It doesn't mean it's rare. I did find it on eBay and stuff, but I picked up Freedom Writers. This book, man, when I was in high school, the book, the actual journal entries, killed me. I got the book when the movie came out, and this movie, I'm a sucker for like a really good emotional drama, and this movie just hits it right. I haven't seen it in a really long time, but now owning it, I'm really excited to be able to throw this back in and watch it again. So really cool there. Also finally picked up, believe it or not, I did not have this in the collection. I picked up Scarface for only $1. Yeah, I don't really know what else can be said about Scarface. I actually think the second half of this movie is much better than the first. The last hour and a half of it, but this movie is iconic in pop culture as films can get. I mean, really, even for non-movie, everybody knows who Scarface is. Everybody. So I had to finally add that one into the collection. Seen it a million times, but just never actually had it in the collection. We were at one booth where we were just trying to make an even 5. And I told Erica, I'm like, just grab something that you want. And she actually picked up a movie that she showed me for the first time that I really enjoyed. And that is the Pink Panther. So super happy to finally add this one. I had never seen this before she showed me, and I had a great time with it. I think Steve Martin is hilarious. It's exactly my kind of humor. So really happy to add the Pink Panther. I also picked up, I've never seen this in full, and I know that there's a really great Arrow treatment out for this movie, but I did pick up for $1 Robin Hood Prince of Thieves. So I'm finally checking this out. I figured if I love it, which I'm pretty sure I will, I'll end up upgrading it eventually. But Alan Rickman, Kevin Costner, Morgan Freeman, this cast is stacked. So really excited about that one there. Another one from that table that Erica found, and this just got announced in 4K as well. It's just not one of those movies that we absolutely need in 4K. It's great that it's coming out and that it's gonna kind of give a second life to this movie that 100% deserves a second life. But we did find a sealed copy of So I Married an Axe Murderer, and this is really cool. This is actually one that I had never seen. I never even knew existed until Erica showed me. We sat down and watched it, and then we ended up sitting down and watching it again and again and again. So I had a ton of fun with this one. So that's So I Married an Axe Murderer. Also finally got, Erica's seen this. I haven't. So I'll show you first. It is Whiplash. Yes, crazy. I've never seen this, but my experience with Damien Chazelle is kind of up and down. I'm not a big fan of musicals, so I never watched La La Land. I wasn't kind of over the moon about First Man. I thought it was fine. I thought it lacked real punch and real emotion. Maybe it's just me. But then I loved Babylon, and Babylon is probably his most critically divided film. Some people hate it, some people love it. I was on the category of loving it. But Whiplash was one that I just kind of missed. I never really sat down and watched. Erica did with her parents, and she loved it, so we picked it up. So yeah, that is Whiplash. J.K. Simmons looking nutty. Absolutely nutty. And then the last one from that table, I've been after this movie with the slip for so long that I gave up. I was like, I don't know why this slip is so out of print, but it's pretty much impossible to find. But I finally picked up one of my favorite comedies, and that is Sex Drive. I'm all for me and Bob's Blurays would have a perfect time discussing comedies because they just don't make comedies like this anymore. And I see a little bit of a resurgence with some movies kind of coming up that maybe the real true raunchy sex comedy is kind of making its way back, but I don't think it'll ever be able to touch just movies like Sex Drive. This is pure 100% my type of comedy, and I friggin' love this movie. So for $1, yeah, I couldn't turn it down. It was at that point I was like, I don't need the slip. So this next little bunch is Erica's edition. She picked all of these up from Amazon. Awesome. I've said it before, we're trying to add more comedies to the collection. We were kind of, much horror, not really too much comedies, which we both love. So she added Major League with Charlie Sheen. It's been a long time since I've seen this, but always a good time with this one. I need to rewatch it. I actually I haven't told her yet, but I want to watch it tonight. So we'll see if I get around to that. But Tom Berenger, Corbin Burnson as well. That is Major League. We have one of my favorite comedies of all time. I didn't even know was out on Blu-ray. And that is Rat Race. And this movie, when I was a kid, this movie was everything. I had this on VHS. This movie is hilarious. It's just killer. This cast is ridiculous. If you have never seen Rat Race before, do yourself a favor and find it, because this movie is absolutely insane and nobody talks about it. So that's Rat Race. That is awesome. I can't believe we finally have that. Another bunch of spoof movies that I grew up watching that I love so much, and that is the Naked Gun trilogy. These movies are insane. This Airplane, and then I would say like Hot Shots Part 2 are probably like top tier true spoof movies. I think Scary Movie, Scary Movie 2, Scary Movie 3 kind of fall under those, but that's kind of the king there. So super happy to finally have those 3 films there. Of course, what collection can't have Mrs. Doubtfire? Somehow we did not have it. Robin Williams is fantastic. You have an excellent moment with Pierce Brosnan in the restaurant. I mean, come on. Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire. Another set of movies I've never seen before. And I do want to see these because as I get older, I become more loving of Sandra Bullock. And that is Miss Congeniality 1 and 2. If I can get it to focus. Really cool 2-pack there. We have this movie. Fun fact, my dad loves this movie. Absolutely loves it in every single way. And that is Major Payne. That's fantastic. This is, I think, Damon Wayans, right? Yeah, Damon Wayans. This movie's absolutely ridiculous. And then the movie of this haul that I had never heard of, and Erica, this is a favorite in her household, and we actually watched this last night, and I had a ton of fun with it. Never heard of it before. And that is The Birdcage with Robin Williams. You also have Nathan Lane as well, Gene Hackman. I friggin' loved this movie. This movie's absolutely incredible. I mean, funny as hell. It's so funny, but also just its approach to the characters and the relationships and stuff. I've had a ton of fun with this. I know that this was a play, and I think they did a great job adapting this into the screen. So that is The Birdcage. Now on to the big one here, and that is a package from the friendly people over at Diabolic DVD. I'm really lucky that Diabolic is only located, their shipping center is only located about 20 minutes from me, not even. So, and probably 10 minutes from Erica. So we get their packages super quick. And this was actually ordered, I think, 2 months ago. And we were waiting. They ship all their pre-orders at one time. So if you pre-order 5 items, the last pre-order to come out is when those items will ship. So we waited for a little while for this. So let me get this open. I did already open this and check these out, but figured it'd be fun for, you know, for the camera to just keep it in the box and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. It is all already wrapped. All right. So first up we have, and everybody knows that I was very vocal about being a big fan of this movie. I had a ton of fun with it, and I don't care who knows it. No, it's not Kill Her Goats. Everybody who's like, man, what the hell, you like that movie? Yes, that is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Just trying to eliminate that glare there. Yeah, this, we were lucky to see this during its little theatrical run. We saw it at, I think it was Cinemark. And yeah, I had a ton of fun with it. Is it good technically? No, not really. It exists. It's really cool that it exists. I know we're getting a sequel that's supposed to come out, I think, February of next year. But yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. This one is, it's awesome. I can't wait to watch this again. It's really cool too. It has an audio commentary, which is fantastic. Behind the scenes bloopers, Winnie the Pooh, violins and honey. I mean, come on, this is excellent. It's not the big, the big deluxe release, but I'm okay just having that there. So then next up, this was one that Erica wanted to grab, and I had never seen this before. I remember falling in love with it though during the In Search of Tomorrow documentary. And this is the Arrow 4K release of The Last Starfighter. Check that out there. And this was directed by Nick Castle. I don't know how I missed this kind of growing up. I don't know how this one kind of slipped by all the other movies. But yeah, this is pretty much right up my alley. I'm really happy that it got a good 4K release, and I'm happy that... So here's the thing, right? Arrow put this out on Blu-ray, and then only months later they announced a 4K. So I'm happy that we held off and just picked up the 4K of that. Next up, another one that we were both extremely excited for. This movie went even without a Blu-ray release. And luckily Paramount Presents came in and said, we're going to put out a cool 4K release of it. And that is Wes Craven's Red Eye. And look at that cover there, if I can get it to focus. Look at that cover there. It's awesome. Such a cool release. A small little thriller that is insanely effective. I watched this so many times on like TBS and TNT when I was younger. And for this to come out in a fantastic 4K release is awesome. So that is Red Eye. And then now, this is the one that I was clamoring over and I was patiently waiting for to come in. Another Arrow limited edition added to the collection, and that is David Cronenberg's Naked Lunch. Check out that cover. I'm trying to hide my elbow so it doesn't pick it up as a focus point. That's the front there. That's the back. Exterminate All Rational Thought. This is a 4K release, and luckily all of the bonus features in this are on the actual 4K disc, which is really cool. So I'm going to slide all this out here real quick. In here you do get a poster as well. Let me crack this up and open. I love these Arrow posters. They're such good copy. We have front art just here. I don't know if you're able to see that in full. And then we also have the alternate there. And I've actually never seen Naked Lunch. This is one of those Cronenberg films that I've just missed over the years. And for it to get this release, I'm happy that this is the way I'm discovering it. So we also get one of Arrow's, books here. Look at this thing. This thing's ridiculous. Arrow just puts the best treatment into their stuff. This book is 77 pages. Absolutely nuts. Like that cover there, too. Super nutty. And then we have, of course, let me pop this in here. We have, of course, the 4K right there. Crack it open. There's a bunch of extras in here. Uh-oh. As well as the disc as well. So, super cool. I'm super happy to have this. I'm not one of those people who gets upset because I miss films by creators, but I am somebody who gets really excited when I'm able to discover their films in the best way possible. So, that's why I was insanely excited to be able to pick this one up and add Cronenberg to the collection. Especially Cronenberg I've never seen before, which that's always an interesting experience, diving into a Cronenberg film you've never seen before. I remember doing that with Crash and just being like, what the hell did I just do? But yeah, finally I picked up Naked Lunch. And that's the Memorial Day haul. I couldn't ask for anything more. I got days off of work, time with Erica, we're out and about, we're shopping, we're finding really cool stuff. It was one hell of a weekend. It's not even over yet. We still have tomorrow, or the day that I'm posting this, we still have Monday. So happy Memorial Day to everybody. Please do me a favor, go ahead and follow me over on Instagram. That's going to be at Beardedfilmguy. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, and comment down below what your plans are for Memorial Day weekend. The likes and the comments are super important because it really pushes the videos into the algorithm a little bit more. I appreciate every single person who's willing to take the time to hit that thumbs up button or just drop a comment down below. So thanks for hanging out. I'll catch y'all later.